Do you hear that? That was like a whistle. Yeah.
So, hello everybody and welcome. For the people over in the UK, yep, I'm a little early today because you guys had daylight savings times reset this past weekend. Ours is coming up this weekend. So next week when I'm on, it'll all be the same time as I'm usually on. But I wasn't gonna mess with the batter to make sure everything went right. So today, if some of you didn't know, this is Native American Heritage Month, and it's very important to me and a number of people that I know and my friends and what have you. So I thought I'd take a little bit of time, just a small bit, and then I'll get into the reads, to kind of give you guys a background on some of the stuff that I was bringing up and I just kept forgetting for whatever reason to talk about it. So the first thing I want to show you is this is my grandmother's shell. This is my abalone shell. This is what I burn my sage and sweetgrass and other herbs in there when I do healing work, or I go to bless a home, or when I'm doing prayers or smudging myself. This is the bowl. This is a grandmother bowl. This was gifted to me back in, let me think, 2008, I think it was. And it's a pretty big one. You don't find them like this very often. And then, of course, what you put in it is, and I've got this here because I'm just going to show it to you guys because, oh, maybe I won't be. There it goes. Okay. Somebody asked me to send some to them, so I'm sending them to them. And basically what it is, okay, and you'll see it as it comes out, is a little bit of sage. There's lavender in there. There's also tobacco in it, and then you put it in the middle and basically you light it. Then when the flame goes out, the smoke is what cleanses you and the area that you're in. And this is especially important for people that kind of do what you guys do and follow and Sean and Bex do. It cleans the negative away from you. It actually is scientifically proven fact that white sage, oops, sorry, I'm falling out all over here, aren't I? That white sage cleanses the negatives. It's a scientific thing. It's been used, and actually white sage around here in the US, it's protected, and you can only get it from certain people. So let me just button this up, right? Don't want to be falling out of anything. Okay, so then the second thing I wanted to show you, and this card actually wound up coming up in the past few weeks for some people. And I was talking to you about the sweetgrass. Well, this is what it looks like. And it's actually a braid. And this also has this beautiful, wonderful just smell, and it can calm you. It's used during ceremony. People put it over their doorways for blessings so that negatives stay out. And it's just a really special thing. And it's also protected. So, and it's braided much like someone would braid hair, although I can tell you I don't braid hair. I don't know how to braid hair. And they all used to laugh at me, but this is sweetgrass. And again, it's a wonderful thing to have for a blessing, or if you're doing special ceremony, or even like for a birth or a baptism of a child, or a naming. We do namings within the culture. Where they get their names, they get their childhood names, and later in life they'll get their adult name. And that's usually given to them by either a family member, a chief, or medicine person within the tribe. And this goes way back. Okay, so the other thing I want to show you, and we'll get to the reads, so be patient, is you've seen the card, and you've heard me talking about your medicine pouch or your medicine bag. Okay, so this is mine. It's very old. I used to carry it around my neck. I wore it on my neck. And it is, yeah, it's actually very old. I used to work at Children's Hospital, and I would carry this with me all the time. And it's kind of like sacred. It's your sacred bundle or your medicine pouch or your medicine bag. It just, that's what it is. And I hand make these when people ask. And they're blessed. And what you do is you wind up putting things that are very important to you in these bags. And over years, you can change the stuff that's in there or add to it or detract from it, whatever. But whatever's in it is what you hold as your power, as your kind of lucky charm, or it actually gives you what you need to do and work and be in the world today. It can be changed, as I said, things can be taken in, can be added out. But yeah, this is my second pouch, and this one's probably, holy crow, it's been since 1990 I've had this one. So, and you adorn them the way you want, and mine actually has a jade bear, and there's some other things on it as well on the outside. So this is the medicine pouch or the bundle. And again, I'm just going over this really quick because I want you guys to know Native American heritage is very important to me and the people here in the US as well. Now this is my medicine bundle, which is a little different than my pouch. Okay, this is my medicine bundle, and traditionally it's tied up. And this is what I take with me when I do, again, blessings or, you know, healing work or whatever. And what's in it, and I can show you this one, is all kinds of herbs. Okay, everything I would need. I mean, there's all kinds of different herbs and things that are for different purposes. And so this is my medicine bundle, and when I go out on the road, it's always with me in case you need to do something for someone or prayer or whatever. Okay, so that's that. Now the last thing, and I'll tell you, it smells really good because it smells like leather and then all these beautiful herbs, right? So I'll tell you about the last thing I want to bring up is, and we just had Halloween. I probably could have brought it up earlier, but when you see you go to a powwow or you see the natives, whether they're in Canada or whether they're in the US or wherever they are, and they're doing like powwows, okay? It's actually a celebration, a powwow is. And when you see them in dress, they're not costumes, and there are regalia, okay? Or you'll see them wearing shirts, and I actually have one. I'll put it on next week. And it actually has ribbons that are on the front of it that are given to you by the chiefs, okay? And it depicts the band you're from, your family, the whole 9 yards, and it's a unique shirt. But the outfits they wear when they dance are called regalia. And what they do is they represent, again, just like the ribbon shirt does, they represent your family, your clan, your tribe, and a little bit about you. So we really, when I was very young, we used to go and people used to come up to us all the time and say, oh, you know, I love your costume. It's not a costume. It is part of us, much like people would wear, like a priest or a pastor would wear a dark shirt and collar. That's not a costume. It's what he wears. It's who he is or she. And so that's just a little bit from the world of a bear kind of background. Like I said, I am all about teaching you guys a little bit about the Native culture because it is very important to me this month especially. Okay, so with that said, and if you guys want to know about something in particular, just send me a note in the inbox and I'll be happy to talk about it on the Tuesdays when I'm on. Okay, so I have my deck. I already smudged because I used the bowl that I had here. And I am going to, actually, hang on, let me do this in case anybody wants to come in. I'll put this on the feed, so you're welcome to come in if you want. Okay, I am going to try to go up here and say hi to everybody. And I see Mel was stopped in a few minutes and just left a note and said she's not going to be able to be here today because her father's sick. So, you know, everybody and anybody that is in our family and people that we may know or other people, family and friends, you know, make sure that you add them to your thoughts and prayers as we move forward. It's very important that we hold them and give them the support that they need. Okay, so let me see. And Mel, if you're watching or your dad's watching, hello. And I want to say a big hello, shout out as well to Miss Teresa, Sean's mom. And big hello to her from the family as well. Okay, so I see Demon is here. Okay, let me look. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Hi, Yoda. How are you? Gonna go down a little bit. Hi, Crazy Wee Thing. That's a new name. So who's Crazy Wee Thing that changed their name? Yoda. Hi, Denise Farley. How are you? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Okay. I'll tell you what. I will give Crazy Wee Thing a card. And I'm thinking that's probably Margaret. Maybe not, but I kind of think it is. I'll get back to you in a little bit here, Margaret, or Crazy Wee Thing, whatever you want to call yourself today. Debbie. Hi, Dan. How are you? Debbie. Yay! How are you? I hope you are well. I'm taking it because I haven't seen you on the stream before, at least not that my tiny little brain can remember, that you're here. And probably, hi, Wendy Whitford. How are you? Yeah, we're welcome to the Ghost Dimension family and the Wolf and the Bear family. We're all kind of blended here. So I will tell you what, I'm going to, Debbie, just because you said you caught me, and I'm going to go down the stream, but my guess is I'll probably come down there sometime, and I'll probably see you there asking for cards. So let me just give you a card. Just do it, Bear. I talked with Sean and Bex earlier today. It was beautiful. It was sunny outside. I told them by the time I got on, it would be dark and creepy outside, and I was right. It's dark and creepy and cold. It got down to 32 degrees last night here at the lake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this is a happy card. This is a really happy card. Let me just take a quick drink here. Let me see what I can get this time. I'll get water this time. Ghost Dimension cups, guys, in the shop. Don't forget. Christmas is coming. Okay, Miss Debbie. All right. So your card today is the grouse. Now, the reason I like this card so much, and let's see, I figure out where I'm at here. As you can see, the grouse is stomping. It has its wings out in front of it, and it's dancing, okay? And this actually, there is a Native American dance that you can see at the powwows if some of the young men know or channel through with the grouse. There's actually a dance about this. And it's pretty cool because the animal here, and again, I'll show you one more time, okay? It's dancing. And so what I'm getting for you right now is this is like a period of time that you're walking into, that you're beginning to come into, that you should be able to be pretty joyful about, that there should be things, many blessings that you if you take and reflect with yourself, and small and large, there's blessings all around you, and they don't want you to forget this, okay? It's really important that you remember all blessings, even small ones. Like today, I had many small blessings happen during my day, okay? Those count for things too, not just for the big things that we put out there. And what they want you to do is celebrate you, okay? It's like, really stop and kind of give yourself a pat on the back and kudos, because you're pretty amazing and you're pretty, you're well deserved, okay? And they want you to know that you don't always step up. What they're telling me is you don't always step up to take credit, and you're not looking to get things from other people, you know, as like pats on the back and such. You don't need that to move forward. However, we all need that little bit of validation, right? So they want you to take the time and really reflect on who you are and who you are right at this moment, all the things that you've been through and the journey you've been on, because it brings them to the point of you are this beautiful person with this beautiful soul light. And they're saying you need to take credit for that. Just to admit it to yourself, even if it's just looking in the mirror and saying a couple times a day when you're in the bathroom or you get out of the shower or whatever, it's like you look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? You're really cool. You're a good person and I love you. And I'll tell you what, it may be easy to hear, people may laugh, but it's very difficult to do, because if you're not in that correct state of mind, sometimes we just, put ourselves kind of in a funk. But if you really look at what you've accomplished, and they're really on this accomplishments with you, it's like you've accomplished so much and you've been such a positive to so many people. Don't despair, because they notice. You might not hear it all the time. So that's why they want you to stop and be still. Listen to your soul's energy tell you the amazing person that you are and the amazing things that you have done. And then with the grouse, be proud about it. It's not ego to be proud for yourself and thankful that things that have happened, good, bad, and indifferent, because they all matter to you, to each of us. Every little interaction we may have with the world around us makes us into the person we are. And they just want you to remember the goodness of all that. So count your blessings, go out, sing, dance, and really, really appreciate who you are. Okay? It doesn't matter if I appreciate you or somebody down the road appreciates you. You need to look in the mirror and just say, hey, you know what? We're good. All right. So that's kind of a cool card. And it's a great way to start the day off. I love when they're always positive. Okay. All right. So I hope that resonates with you, my dear. And I see I have Mary Jo. Oh, let me get you right here. Hey, lady, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fine. I am going to pull you a card. November.
Thank you, Bear.
You're welcome. Now they're actually saying that you're kind of going into a sluggish time or a slow time for you. It's like, I feel like there's been a lot of racing around and energy up and down and, trying to keep up with the Joneses. And it's like, blah, 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 blah. And now it's like, and you even got through Mercury retrograde. Okay. They said you mucked through it. That's what they're saying. And yet now it's going to be like a sluggish time, but it's good because it's about resting and taking care of and feeding your soul's need, your energy need, and doing things for yourself, much like what I just told this last person that was here. It's about taking care of yourself so that you take the time and you're able to build that energy level back up and that spiritual level back up, so that when the time comes, and I see kind of like stuck between like middle of December to the middle of January, then there's going to be things that are going to be called upon you to help with or assist with, or people are going to be coming to you and kind of, asking for perspective for them, to assist them for whatever it is, your ideas, your thoughts, your processes of how you would do something by example in a positive. Okay, so let's see which card says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I will tell you this, to everybody watching tonight, and again, thank you everybody for spending time here today. I laugh because probably started about a month and a half ago, I've gotten even more ramped up than normal. So I have spirit. I laugh because somebody said, oh yeah, I talk to myself. I go, I talk to myself all the time. It's not really myself, but it's spirit all around me, right? And it's kind of ramped up. So I have a lot of people that are stepping forward for people, and they start reading before, like I said, before I even drew a card, they're throwing all this stuff at me. So, okay. So your card today though is the crocodile. Okay.
Oh.
Now the crocodile is kind of like, and I keep hearing it's a grandfather. Okay, it's a grandfather. So this goes back into the ancestry. They are, people fear them, but if you really look at them, they just survived the way they do for millions of years. They're considered like a dinosaur from back when, and they're very large. They're much bigger than alligators, but between the two of them, they both have very similar things. And what I'm getting for you with this is their armor, okay, their outside skin is really super thick and it protects them. There's only a small, tiny spot behind their head, okay, that you can penetrate to hurt them, or their ears or their eyes, okay? Otherwise, they're built like a tank, right? Well, part of that also is their skin or their hide, I don't know how you would put it, also has like healing things within them, like antibiotics, immune system that fights off things. So if they do get in a fight, even like some of them you'll see, sometimes you'll read or see pictures of them where their legs or part of their legs or part of their tail is taken off. They have this ability to heal self. And this is what's being brought through for you today, is about healing self. Okay. This is time, and you have this time right now that you need to be able to sit and reflect, repair, but it's all about self. It can be about bringing about balance. It's showing me like tipping this, like the medicine wheel, they're like spinning it. So, you know, it's got the cross in, there's 4 corners, but when you spin it, it can be, they want you to get it so it fits your balance. Okay. Doesn't mean that if I look at one, I'll just grab a, I had a hoop here somewhere. Okay, so if you grab, you have a hoop, right? And you have the 4, you know, 4 directions on a hoop. And if you turn it, this might be the way you're supposed to have it. It's your balance, not my balance, right? And my balance might be totally upside down. But what you need to do is you need to self-heal and write that, okay? And it's because, and they keep saying, she's doing all this stuff and, you know, da, 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 da. And then at the end of the day, you're not taking enough time to refill the gas tank, okay? You're not taking time to refill your energy level, your spiritual level, your emotional level. And it's like, they're even showing me like you're working when you're dreaming. Like, so you're in a dream state and you're still doing work there. So they want you to be conscious and set the intent to slow down so that you can work with your energy and kind of rebalance, but rebalance the way you need to, not because so-and-so needs you to do it, not because the other person, but because this is how you need it to be. And it's not selfish. People always think, oh, you know, because we were raised when we were small, and I'm sure you will agree with this, at least I think you will. I remember my mom always telling me, everybody else comes first before you. You take care of everybody else. Like if we have guests, you know, you're giving the guests food or dessert or, you know, whatever. Gosh. You know, it's like you are the one. So what it is, essentially, they taught us to put ourselves last. Okay. Yep. But that's not the way it should be. Okay. We should be first, because if we can't take care of ourselves or help ourselves, there's nothing left to help other people. It's like kind of being at the well and here you go. You know, you want a glass of water from my well? Here you go. And they drink it, and next, well, I wanted some too. Oh, okay. So you keep giving it away and giving it away and giving it away. And then like, wow, I'm really thirsty, and the line's slowing down. You look down, it's like, oh, hell, there's no water for me, right? So this is what they're trying to get across to you. You just need to, and they're saying heal too. I also have an older man stepping forward. He's taller than I am, but he's kind of like walking up, and he's like, you tell her, Bear, she should be doing this. She shouldn't be worried about other things like she's been. She needs to, you're right. And he's like agreeing with me. And he's also, he's pretty funny, actually. He's got, okay. He's he just told me, Barry, you know that red plaid shirt you had on? I like that shirt. Why did you change it? And I was like, well, okay. So he's like, he's kind of old school in the fact that, but he's very okay, the word he's using is a word my grandparents would use, like jovial, so he's very jovial. He's very lighthearted in spirit. He likes to tease. And he's just standing there and he says, girl, you need to be taking care of yourself better than you're doing and quit denying that you aren't doing what you should be. He's there with love, support, but he's saying, you need to take care of yourself. It's so, so important. It's like, this is your time and you need to you don't let go of people or events or memories. We don't let go of them in the sense that we're sending them off to nowhere, but we have to kind of take care of the here and now and live in the moment. And the stuff on the outside, it needs to be sent with love to the outside. And if we reach a time where we have a memory and we want to bring it back, we can do that. Okay. It's not meaning that we don't like this or we aren't happy with the situation or we're unable. Okay. All right. So he just yelled. Okay. So it's like the sadness needs to be on the outside because it's silly. It's like he's saying, like, we're always around you. We're all our spirit families are always around us. So you'll get it one day, but this isn't the time. And you need to release the stuff that you're pulling forward because you can't change it. But it should be more about, he's saying, a celebration of life.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if it resonates with you or not.
Yeah.
But this is your card. And he said, yeah, old and cranky. Good. You pick a card for old and cranky. And so yeah, so that's your card today. And thanks so much for stopping on. Good to see you, man.
Thank you, Bear. Thank you.
Love you. Bye. All right, boy, when spirits got something to say, they sure say it loud and to the point, right? Okay, I'm going to go down. Wendy Whitford is here. Now I got to look again here. Sorry, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hi, Dan. And Yoda. Yoda wants a card. Hi, Bex and Sean. All right, tell the family I said hi. All right, Yoda. Oh, he actually has a new Yoda head on there. Okay, cool beans. All right. Let me see what I can get for you today, Yoda. The cards are really happy today for some reason. I laughed. I knew it was going to be a dark by the time I got on today. And it is. It's dark and dreary outside. All right, Yoda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, we got an interesting card today for you. That's kind of cool. All right, Yoda. So here you go. Your card today is the bat. No, it's not about Halloween. All right. So the bat, I actually love them here. Next year, I would like to put up some bat boxes actually outside because they're actually really good for where you live. They take out mosquitoes and bugs and things that we don't want around us, right? And but again, this is about, okay, they're telling me sensitivity. Okay, so bats are, when you hear the comment blind as a bat, that is really true because they can't see. They depend on their other senses to find food, to find a mate, to find a place to nest, to take care of their young. It's all about utilizing their other senses. So what I'm being shown for this is you need to use, okay, and I'm hearing fear put into it too. So and they just said, warning, Will Robinson, warning, warning. They're really high on energy today. Okay, so this is about being prepared. Okay, so you need to kind of listen to that inner voice you have to get kind of the accurate temperature of whatever it is that you're looking at and going into right now. And this is kind of a time period right now for you to kind of hone those extra senses. it's kind of like, you know, visual deprivation, okay? And you need to start listening better and speaking better to get your points across. And you need to kind of use all those other senses, a sense of smell. So it's like there's other ways to communicate, okay? And that's another thing they're bringing up too, because communication, bats' sense of hearing is really, really precise as well, because they can literally hear and sense when, like, food, that they're looking for food or what have you. They can sense it. So they want you to use your other senses, okay? They want you to practice with it and not think it's silly to do so. This also, I see, okay, you might think this is funny, but they're also showing me, like, not a priest, but like a pastor image. So it's kind of like you're preparing for, like, the next step of what you're going to be doing. And it's like you're heavily involved with a certain community. And it's like you're going to only be better at assisting these people if you utilize all your other senses. And again, they're like covering my eyes and they're saying, tell him to practice. And it's not like you have to go out and tell everybody, look, I'm going to close my eyes now so I can't see and I'm going to practice. That's not what they're talking about. But practice feeling, practice, like if you're out in socially somewhere, or you're at the store, or somebody's at your house, it's like you can look at them and slow everything down, slow your heartbeat down, and listen to what's going on with them. And it's almost like you're going to have a stronger way of empathically understanding them, because you have this natural sense about you anyway. And it's like, this is going to hone it in. This is going to bring it in even tighter than it was prior. So this is kind of like the next step of what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so that is your card, Master Yoda. I love you tons, and it is the bat. Okay, so let me put my specs on and I will see what else is going on. Hi, Tina, how are you? Hi, Pamela French, how are you? Nice to see you here. Thank you for coming and giving us some time today and joining the family. All right, so I'm going to go down a little bit. Bear with me because this thing is going crazy. Hang on. Yep, I told you, Vic, I was apologize because I said I was going to read for you last week, and I was on for about an hour and a half, and I just totally got to the bottom, and I kind of forgot. So let's see what we have for you tonight. All righty. Okay, shuffle them up one more time. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and what do I hear with you right now? I'm hearing like split, split, split. Like it's almost like your life is being split into different sections. And it's like, you go here, you put the mom hat on, you go here, you put the wife hat on, you go here, you put, and it's like you're constantly shifting hats. Okay. And it's almost like it's a shuffle, because when it finally kind of calms down a little bit, you don't even know who you are. And I don't mean like, oh, who am I? I got a bump on my head. That's what I mean. But it's like, just to even take a breath is a lot right now. So that's what I'm being told with you. And looky what you got. You got the medicine wheel. And I was just talking to Mary Jo about that. This is the medicine wheel. And it's all about balance, okay? And okay, so what they're stepping up and saying right now is the fact that excuses don't work, okay? You can make all the excuses to yourself, like I can make all the excuses to myself. Why didn't I get that done for 5 days? Because I kept procrastinating, okay? Same thing with you. It's not that you're procrastinating, but you make excuses for not giving to yourself. And this is about, again, balance and healing, right? So in order to better fit all these hats that keep coming on and off with you and on and off with you. They want you to slow down, even if you have to remind yourself by putting Post-its up or tying a rubber band around your hand that you can snap. Okay, what do I do next? You know, and they're also telling me to tell you, you need to breathe, okay? Because it's like, it's kind of like you're pushing through everything, and it's like, kind of like a cycle, kind of like the same every day, the same every hour. It's like you don't think about it, you just go through it. And I can't think of the word they're showing me right now. They're showing me a word and I can't think of it. But it's kind of like you just keep going, walking through the motions, and they want you to slow down enough so that you're not walking through the motions. They understand your life is really busy. They understand that you're being pulled in 50 different directions, but the balance is all about you, for you. Okay. And they want you to do it because it's like emotionally and spiritually are off balance, which triggers physically to be unbalanced, like you'll be overtired, or maybe you'll be wired and you have too much energy, but it's because of the balance and you didn't spread it out the way it needs to spread out. Okay. So the biggest thing for you right now is they're saying, be calm, take a moment just for yourself, do the 7 breaths for the 7 directions, for the 7 grandfather teachings, for the 7 angelic numbers. 7 is really important in many cultures and practices. So you need to make it important for you because you are important. Okay. So all these things that you're running around with, and they really, it's like kind of like chaos. I wouldn't want to do that again. That was like when I was in my 20s and I just, no, thank you. In my teens, no, thank you. I'll pass. But it's like you need to do that so that you're balanced and your feet are on the ground. And again, it's, I see this tilting, like you're walking and you're crooked and you're walking to the right, you're walking, you can't get balance, okay? It's like you're being on a boat and you're being rocked all over the place. But you are responsible for how you react to certain circumstances within your life, right? We are in charge, okay? Like I'm in charge because I'm here. I said I was going to be here. I'm here. If I didn't want to be here, or I procrastinated, said, oh, I don't really want to do this, it's still choice. So as we do multitudes of things in a day, okay, even taking a pee break, okay, I remember when I used to work down at Children's Hospital, it's like, you know, you just don't think about that. You have to kind of schedule everything in your mind, okay? And with that will come more of a calm. And if you do this as a regular practice, I'm being told it'll also help all the other parts of you, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, the whole 9 yards. And it'll go outwards, right? So it'll help other people that are in your life or in your sacred circle. Okay, cool card you got today. It's very powerful, and it's the medicine wheel. Native American Heritage Month. They don't lie. All right. Okay, I hope that resonates with you a little bit, girl. All right. I see Denise. I think I said hi to Denise already. Okay. Panda, how are you? Nice to see you here. Yep, and I'm putting you on the screen so I can follow this down a little bit. All righty. All righty. Okie dokie. Yeah, that's rough. When your parents are ill, it's really rough. I don't have that anymore, but it was hard. You're very cold tonight, Sean, he says, Brother Dan. Why are you cold, Dan? Hi, Shirley. Shirley, I will surely give you a card. All right, let me just do this. And hey, by the way, I had a lot of people sending me their pics. What they were dressed up as is Halloween and celebrating over this past weekend. Thank you. I enjoyed seeing it. Because as an old bear, I used to go out all the time on Halloweens, and my daughter and I were just talking about this the other day, and I said, yeah, you know, I don't really do that anymore. And she's like, I know, I'm an adult now. I don't do it. She did it last year, but didn't do it this year. But it's fun seeing everybody dress up. Halloween's one of my favorites. Okay, so Cheryl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, It is Native American month, Heritage Month, so this is kind of cool. All right, so today for you is the white buffalo, okay? Now this is more about, I think today is going to be, seriously, I think today is going to be all about balance. Hang on, I got to drink a tea. Okay, so the white buffalo is very symbolic within the Native American culture. It's a very spiritual animal. They're very, very rare. And they've also been through many, many different prophecies over the years from chiefs and medicine people over the years because they're about blessings and being close to the Creator. And it's an important time, right, when they're seen. So the white buffalo coming up in your cards today is talking about the next chapter for you. Like they're saying, like, as you walk forward, and I'm actually seeing almost like till springtime, from now through spring, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening to you. And you're going to be like, wow, how did that happen? Not bad, not in a bad way, but in a good way. So a lot of the things that you've been asking for or putting out there that you'd like to happen, or just a kind of an overall balance in your life, that's going to be happening over the next few months. Okay, so be prepared for it, and make sure that when these things happen, these positive things happen, or these good people show up, or good events happen, and it kind of brings you up a little bit and it resonates with you because you'll feel it in your soul, that you say thank you to the universe, or thank you to Creator God, or thank you to whoever, but acknowledge that, wow, this is really awesome. Okay. And again, I'm seeing this going into the first part of spring because they're showing me like tulips coming out of the ground, and that's kind of my symbol for springtime. So there's going to be, they're actually saying like an abundance of things, and they're not all going to be big. They're not all going to be huge. Some of them may be very, very small. But there's still going to be blessings for you. There's still going to be good things. And it's like I feel like almost there's been like a cleansing with you. So you've like changed your focus on things and kind of rearranged everything that was important to you in your sacred circle. And now there's room for all these things to come in. So just remember, as these things happen, occur, or come into your life, make sure you take time to appreciate them and balance them. And just like know that they're being sent to you for a reason. Okay, they're being sent because you have been heard. They're being sent to you because you deserve it. They're being sent to you because you have a good soul. They're being sent to you because you can show positivity by example to others, and they will see that. So this is a kind of the universe's way to say, hey, Cheryl, this is fantastic. We appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Okay, so that's kind of your card of the day, and it is a very big blessing among the people. Very, very sacred. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you. Okay, so let me put my glasses down. And I also have had, and I love this when people inbox me, because I've told you guys, like, when I'm done reading, I don't remember, probably about an hour afterwards, I don't remember what I said. I would have to go back to a taping to look at it. But I've had recently a lot of people been sending me some things and saying, hey, this really helped my friend, or this really helped me, or blah, blah, blah. I always love to hear that because it's validation why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So let me see here. What do I have? You're cooking again, Panda? I think I should adopt you. You need to come and cook for me. Okay. This has got to be Norma. Norma, you have to keep a name, Margaret. Norma, Margaret, crazy wee thing. I'm getting to understand you, though, and I can sense your energy. I'm sure that's who it is. You can definitely get a card. Let me get you a card. Hang on. Let's see who else is here. Oh, my eyes, my eyes. I'm just looking. Okay. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, here we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, see, it isn't Native Heritage Month for a reason. I can tell you that. It is because your card today is the Dreamcatcher. Okay, the Dreamcatchers are a gift from Grandmother Spider to the Native culture. And what it is she allows the center of the catcher for all the positive things, and all the negative things get caught in the webs. Okay, so that is a really good thing to have hanging in your home. They're kind of a blessing, you know. I know a lot of people make them, and you know, people get them all around the world. But to get one from somebody who's in their native culture that creates them for you, it's kind of special. They're not, they're actually, the intent is put into them for you. So with this said, okay, the catcher is telling me to tell you, okay, you need to kind of, again, work your magic on your own web. The web represents our life and kind of all the attachments of our life, you know, our kids, our families, our spouses, our jobs, our social lives, everything is kind of on the web, right? And, you know, they even call the internet the Great White Web, right? The Great Wide Web. And it's about connections, okay? So what I'm hearing for you today is about reconnecting and looking at your own web of life, okay? And there's some things that you need to cut away and redirect, and some things that they're showing me that you need to actually go back and repair. So this is the time for you right now to do that. And if you repair and continue forward with doing whatever it is that you're on your journey for right now, part of it is all about understanding that we control the direction it takes. Okay, we control how things are put together in our lives. We control our responses. We control how we react to things. Okay, and they just keep saying, put it down, put it down. So things that you're carrying forward that you really don't need to carry forward anymore, let them go, and then repair your web, which is, again, your life. So look at it, concentrate on it, know that it's okay to release this stuff. And again, by doing this, it allows more positives to come into your life. And this is all about how you react. Again, they're saying how you react to things and people and situations around you. But you need to understand that you're in control of how that life is put together, how your webbing of your life. Okay, and I do this because it's like all crossed, right? And I don't have a catcher with me. Thing I didn't bring. Okay, so just make sure you do that. And you know that you're responsible for doing your own cleanup, your own window washing, whatever it is in your life that you want to consider it. We're in charge of putting it together the way we want it to be. No one else is, just us. Okay, so that is your card tonight. Margaret, Norma, crazy wee thing. I love you much. Take care. Thanks for being here and supporting us. And hey guys, make sure you share, like these videos, and leave comments under them, because it helps Sean and Bex and the Ghost Dimension family. Okay, I missed Lynn. Lynn's here? Lynn's here somewhere. Somebody just said, hi, Lynn. All right. Okay. Oh, well, there it goes. Just shot all the way up to the top. Now I see people are putting in super stickers. Please know, Bex and Sean will get them and actually put them on the board or whatever they're doing with them right now. What is this one? Yeah. Well, actually, Mango is next to me. Pip's in the cage across from me. She didn't want to come out today, Pamela, but Mango did. And he was being really good for a while. And then all of a sudden, I shut his YouTube video off of the tablet, and he came running over to tell me what he thought about it. And he actually was on me, walking up my legs and lap, and all of a sudden he got really cheesed off and kind of lunged at me and came running at my face. So I grabbed my phone and put it in front of me, and he hit that, and I put him on the video there so he could see he was on Facebook. And he didn't like it. So he went around the top really quick and grabbed my finger and drew blood. It was not good. So he's in the hooscow again. And the warden ain't letting him out this time. He's going to have a couple days in there for sure. All right. So here we go. Hi, Kay. How are you? That's awesome, Kay. You guys did a really cool job on that investigation that you went on. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad, Vic. I'm glad you do. Okay. Oh, what did you say here? Scott, dressed up like an employee. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, Cindy Pinkham, hello. Oh, yeah, they're talking. The other one's the cat. Tux is on the bed snoring right now. Cheryl Watson and Lindsay Hamilton, hello. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Let's see who else. Okay, well, cool. It's good. Protect yourselves. It doesn't keep it away from us, but it builds up our immunity. So yay. Okay, so I'm going down. All right, Lindsay Hamilton from the UK. Put in the thing here if you want me to read for you. I will be happy to do that. I'm just kind of getting caught up here. It's always so much fun reading what the family's doing. Cindy Pinkham, thank you for that super sticker, and everybody else. Demon, I think you sent one too. La, 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 la. I would love to give you a card. Okay, now I'm going to move that a little bit. There's so much writing. If you guys could only see what I see on this side, because it's like from 3 places and it all comes up, not just whatever one you're watching on. So it's really good. Okay, Lindsay Hamilton, let's see what I can do for you. And I'm going to shuffle. Going to shuffle the cards a little bit. All righty, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, so I'm hearing, as I'm picking this card up for you, purity, okay? So your card today is the elemental of water, okay? Now, water is extremely important in our lives as humans because it does so many things. It's the biggest percentage of what our body is made up is from water. Food that we eat has to have water to grow. Plants need water to grow. Fish and all kinds of animals need water to sustain themselves. So this is all about water and what it does for you, the elemental of, okay? And it's basically like telling me like, okay. Like you've been going through, they keep showing me like changes, right? So it's like they're literally showing me the water running in the opposite way than it normally would. So it's like I feel what they're showing me is the fact that you're kind of standing there and you feel like you're kind of working against the power of the water, right? It keeps putting you back. And you take 2 steps forward and you go 3 steps back. Then you take 1 step forward and wow, you've made some headway again. And then you go another step and you get pushed back half a step. And this is what I'm being shown. This is kind of how you feel or what's going on with you at this time. Okay, one of the things that the water elemental comes into is to show us how to cleanse and get rid of the stuff we don't need. It kind of washes over us. It's kind of like using smudge, or if you go somewhere and you're around a lot of negative people, you get in the shower and you run like a lukewarm shower and you just rinse all that gunk off of you. And this is kind of where the part of the cycle of your life is at right now. It's kind of cleansing all this stuff and making you like get rid of stuff that no longer serves you or resonates with you. And it's not that you don't care about it or them or the situations. It's just that it's gone. So it's like you can't change it. You can't just move forward. And this is what they're trying to help you do. And by doing this, then the opposite of washing it away, things will begin to grow. New positives will be able to enter into your life. Hang on. And then it's almost, they keep saying like a 3-year cycle. I don't know what they're referring to, but it's like a 3-year cycle for you. So it's almost like every few years you have to go through, you feel like the same cycles over. Like, oh my gosh, I thought I was done with that. Oh my gosh, why do I have to do this again? Or why is something similar happening? And what it is you're recognizing things like when they're all rushing at you and coming at you. But then after you kind of push through it, you kind of put it back in that proverbial closet spot, right? Where you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to look at it. And they're saying, just look at it when it shows up. Don't keep building up things or holding on to things, people, situations that, again, don't resonate with you. There's no reason to do it. You learn from it. You take what you can to put it in your toolkit for your life, and it can be bad things too, because everything that impacts us or we come into to deal with within our lives helps form who we are, right? So if you're like working for somebody and you have this boss that's really lousy and doesn't do anything and it's kind of crabby and cranky, it's okay, because you take that from them and say, okay, this is how I will never be with people that I work with or clients or, whatever, people that are around me. I will never treat people like that. So you have to look at the negative as a learning thing. And again, they're washing all this water over. And they said to tell you the reason it keeps cycling every few years is because, yeah, you're getting through it, you're pushing through it, but you're not letting it go. So don't remember it as a negative. Remember it, well, he taught me or she taught me or this taught me, blah, blah, blah. So this is all about kind of renewing and starting a new cycle of things and being aware, like more self-aware of what's going on. We're in charge of our own reactions to people, and it's very hard. I first want to admit it, some of the stuff that's going on in the world right now, I look at it and I get very angry, but it's like, why am I going to get angry? I can't change it, right? I can just set by example a positive way of dealing with things in my life for others to see, and hopefully use that as something to help them in their lives, right? So you're a beautiful soul. You've got a beautiful life. And that's your card today. It's water. Get rid of that cycle. And I'm laughing because yesterday I saw a commercial and it was just about washing and cycling laundry. And it had a song by Grover Washington called Just the Two of Us, Just the Two of Us. That was when I was a kid in high school, and they were using it for a jingle for detergent. So that's why I was laughing. All right, so I'm going to go down a little bit more here. And I'll tell you I'm going to tell you one more thing too. Let me see who wants another card here. Sorry, before I do that. La, 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 la. Bex is here. Hi, Bex. All right. Sure, Dan, let's see. Cindy Pinkham, I could read for you too. You don't ever ask. You're not really pushy about it. And, you never really ask. Okay. All right. So Dan, while I'm shuffling this, I'm going to tell everybody a really quick story here. I'm shuffling Dan's card as I speak. One of the things that happened to me this morning, I'm going through fall cleaning, I guess would be a way to put it, but I'm kind of going through cupboards and going through closets and drawers and just going through them one at a time and kind of decluttering, going through if I don't need it anymore, or I don't know why I was holding it onto it in the first place. And my daughter called me this morning and I was like, okay, how are you? Fine. So what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm, cleaning. And she's like, okay, well, that's good. At least you're being productive. I said, yeah. I said, you know what? I said, I really wish I knew where Grandma and Grandpa's picture of their wedding was, because I can't find it anywhere. I haven't seen it so long. I said, it just kind of makes me sad because I hope we didn't lose it in our previous home 15 years ago or whatever it was. And I said, I just kind of feel sad that I'm missing it, right? So as I said that, I kid you not, I pulled something out of the drawer. It was actually one of my graduation certificates for when I was in college. And the picture fell out. It just kind of, a little corner would come out. And I'm like, what's this? And I opened up, and I'll be darned if it wasn't a picture of my mom and dad on their wedding day. I have been through that drawer. I can't tell you how it got there or in there. I was just grateful. So if you don't think your spirit family and friends are listening to you from the other side, they do. And thank them and love them. They love us just so much that it continues even from over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And if you don't believe me, go look at the picture because I posted it today. It was such a good feeling. Still makes me smile. Little blessing, right? Little blessings. They give you a lot of joy. Okay, so Dan, your card today is the eagle. Very spiritual, okay? The eagle is a bird within the Native American community that we have very high honor for because they're said to be the one of the winged ones that can reach Creator God's face. So it also is used kind of as a ritual of they carry our prayers, our wants, and our desires up to Creator God, up to the universe, because they can fly so high and they're such majestic animals. So what this is for you is they're showing me the bird, but it's kind of going up, catching a wing, coming down a little bit, but not as far as where it started from. Then it's going up, and it's going up, and then it comes down a little bit. And it's like, it's almost like they're taking everything that you're hoping for, and they're literally saying your hopes and dreams, right? And they're taking them up, and they're getting up to the universe, to Creator God, to be able to see them and hear them better and make sure that everything you need, you're taken care of, and your spirit family helps and all of that. But the reason it keeps going up a little bit and then down a little bit, not all the way, but then up and then down. And it's like, you kind of feel like, you know, why can't it just stay in that spot? Why can't this just be in that spot and I'll be happy? Because they're telling me to tell you, because things change. We're always in constant change. From the moment we're conceived, we are changing. From the moment we are born, each day, each moment, we are in change, okay? Change, whether we like it or not, exists, and it happens every single day. And they want you to understand that, because they're going up and down, and then up, 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 and then down half a peg, because they want you to learn the experience of it. Because, and these are what they're saying, life is a journey, okay? And it's about our journey and how we kind of take everything that's provided to us or shown to us or impacts us as a learning moment. And they want you to know that they fully support you, that, and they're like taking you up. Like, I can just see, they're just like scooping you up. And it's like they're propping you up, and they won't give you anything on your path that you cannot deal with. It may feel like at times that you can't deal with it or you don't want to deal with it, but they're always there supporting you, and you will get through it. And this is kind of like, I feel like, yeah, you're happy, there's things going on, this is great, and you're not really a person to really kind of boo-boo about stuff, you know, or crab about stuff, whatever you want to call it. But this is kind of like, there's a side of Dan that the world sees, and then there's the other side of Dan, okay? Other side, whatever, that you feel inside, or when you're by yourself. And they just want you to know you're supported. You're supported by your friends, your family, from your spirit family, and by all the realms around you. And I just got this image, and I'm going to give it to you. They're actually showing a knight, like a knight of the round table, right? With the big thing, the silver helmet thing, and with the sword, and he's standing like right in front of you, like he'd be standing right there, and he's got his sword, the hilt is down into the ground between his feet, and he's standing there. So this is like a protector for you. So it's like you need to understand that the situations and things that are going on are not bad, and that you are protected by the universe and by the spirit realm. Okay, so that is your card. Wow, that's a lot going on there, buddy. Okay, and it's the eagle. But there's just so much more. Tonight, for whatever reason, they just want to keep pouring it on and pouring it on and pouring it on and giving me more and more. And that's okay, I guess. If it reaches you guys and it makes sense, it's all good, I guess, huh? All right, so Dan, I hope that registers with you. Okay. 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 Oh, so your full name is Norma Margaret. See, but it's like, I know it's either Norma or Margaret or crazy little wee thing, right? Okay, let's see where else we got. Oh, Gary Yallop. Welcome to the family, and welcome and thank you for spending some time here. All right. Okay, so let me see what I can get for you. Oh, let's try this again. They didn't want to do that time. Why don't they want to do that? That's kind of weird. Okay, so let's try it again. Here we go. And then we'll do it this way. Sorry, the cards are giving me grief today. All right. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. I always say this, but it's true. This is one of my favorite cards. It's also one of my favorite animals, and I used to raise them. It is the duck. Okay, so with you, Gary, okay, the first thing I'm being told is, yeah, he wants this to see how much you can kind of zone in on him. And I just kind of chuckled, and it's really not me zoning in, it's spirit. Okay, one of the things that okay, so you're looking at the duck. This, and I tell the story every time I pull this card. This was one of my ducks, and I got down on the ground, and it came up to my camera lens and was pecking at my camera lens. Okay, so that is my duck. Okay, and it's because they are so inquisitive. And if they have no reason to fear you, they'll walk around you, they'll walk on you, kind of like Mango does with me. And they just do their own thing. However, with the ducks, and I want you to remember how they're shaped, right? They don't have 4 legs, they have 2. And they're kind of like top heavy, sort of, but they're very buoyant in water, okay? And what this is speaking out to me really loudly is kind of pull your head up, because so usually when I see the duck, they're really focused, like the babies and the moms when they're out in the field and they're eating or they're swimming around outside in the lake. They're like so busy looking at their food. Okay, they don't want you to do that. They want you to look at whatever this is and kind of head on, and the obstacle or event, they're saying like event or something that's happening in your life right now. They're saying, don't keep your nose down, look what's around you, because that's how they figure it out. Okay, ducks are amazing. They have many life lessons to teach us, and they can maneuver around things and figure out. And I seriously have watched them for many years, and like I said, I used to raise them. I had 180 of them at one point, and they always figure out a way to make it happen. Okay, even the babies, okay, they'll be like la 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 walking behind mom, and mom took the whole crew, like 12 other ducklings, and they already jumped in the lake, and here's the last baby, and he's looking around at all the dragonflies or bugs and and then he stops and he looks and like, what the heck, how did that happen? And then he runs to catch up to him, and they figure out how to get him into the water safely to be with the rest of the family. And this is kind of what they're showing me right now. It's like you're so focused on whatever this is that you're kind of just zeroed in on one thing, so that if you keep doing that, when whatever this is comes into you and it happens, or it comes up, or you have to deal with it, it's gonna be like, where the heck did that come from? Left field? I mean, where the heck, right? So they want you to kind of be more aware of outside perspective, because you'll be able to deal with it and handle it much more efficiently if you are aware. Okay. Okay. This woman that just stepped forward kind of reminds me of my mom. My mom's been gone for many years now, but it's kind of like I'm looking at her like my mom was in my 60s and like the late 50s and 60s. The way they dressed, they were a homemaker, right? This woman's got an apron on, she's got dark hair. She's even got, I think she's got glasses on, like 50s or 60s type glasses, and she's standing there and she's just saying, yep, always never paying attention to everything around, just what you're focusing on in the front. Tell him, Bear. So I'm telling you what they're saying, and they just want you to be more aware of your surroundings, of the situations that are going on around you, because it will better assist you, if you do know, to be able to deal with life's issues that come in around you right now. Okay, so that's your card. It's really positive, and your spirit family's around you. And I also heard scratching, not sure, more of a scientific brain, I'm being told. So you like, I call it the engineer's mind. Okay, and a friend of mine had a dad that was an engineer, and that's how he always wanted everything, to see it in scientifically or in an engineering way to understand it. But what I'm being told to remind you is that not everything fits in that description, because not everything can be explained. Sometimes we see things and you can't explain what you saw. Or like me today, when I pulled that picture out that I haven't seen like over 10 years. I've been looking for this picture. I couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden, when I bring it up, it actually comes out, and it's you can't make it up. I mean, you can pretend it was something else, but it's not. So they want you to be aware of stuff. Okay, Gary? So that is your card, and I hope it resonates with you. Thank you for spending time with us here in the Ghost Dimension group and family. Okay, Christina, perfect. I thought it said parfait. I was like, yeah, I could go for some ice cream. All right, going down again. All right, gonna go down a little bit farther. Hang on. Don't want to lose this, because it's like, I hate doing this because it jumps everywhere. Thank you, Yoda, for the sticker. Don't worry, Victoria. If you didn't hear me, you can go back. It's there. I think yours is the first one. Hi, Demon. How are you? Yeah, I can get you a card. Hang on one second. Oh, I lost you. Where'd you go? Oh, no. Oh, no. Where did he go? Where the heck did he go? Oh, my gosh. He went like crazy. Oh, that's not good. I don't know where you're at, but all right. I got Demon. No problem. Okay. Well, I lost a bunch of people, but that's okay. I'll see ya. Okay. Demon. Let's see. You got a new mask too. All these new Halloween faces up from you guys. My shirt, my clothes. Okay, I'll tell you guys this, and it's actually not a bad thing. But my clothes, because I lost so much weight over the past 2 years, which is a good thing. Not the way I lost it, but you know, it's still a good thing. They're so big on me, and I don't normally get dress clothes or whatever, and they're just so big. They're just, I didn't realize I was that big. My daughter says, "You're not that big." I said, "Yeah, I lost 75 pounds. I think I'm that big." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Demon, I think you've had this card before. it's come up a lot. Oh, when I do these reads. And yours today is the Praying Mantis, okay? And okay, well, the Praying Mantis, I've gone through the story before. The females kind of have all these, I call them the drone males that service the queen or the head mantis. The female kind of rules the roost. And what's really cool is when they all hatch out and there's like tons of them and they're all over in your garden and they're very, very good for your gardens and to be outside around your home. They don't harm you. They can't hurt you. They don't sting or bite or do anything like that. So they're really good for the environment. And one of the things that shows up is, for you today is the balance between the male energy and the female energy. So again, today's a lot about balance. And I just heard really loud, be careful what you wish for. So I'm not sure what that's referring to, but if there's something that you've put out there, it may come back in a literal sense instead of the way you were hoping it would. So I'm being told to tell you, and this is the way they're showing the Praying Mantis this time, is like for your prayers, your wants, your desires, whatever, when you put them up for the universe to respond to, you need to be very, very specific. Because literally they will bring things to you. And I can't explain how they happen other than that they're listening to us. But if you don't put in every detail you're talking about, you may get in a little bit of trouble with it because, and I will give you an example. Long time ago now, I used to pray and say, I don't want to be by myself. Now I don't want to be anywhere but by myself. I love living with my critters. But back in the day, I put it up and I put a specific kind of points on it, right? Like I want somebody to come into my life that's going to be, be able to make money and can take care of their own and blah, 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 and loves life and loves to do this, that, and the other thing. Well, they came in, but one of the things I didn't put out was that I wanted them to be mentally strong, to be in a good place of balance that would accent who I am so that we'd fit better, right? So that we could be compadres, so we could be friends, and it came back and it was, I had all the things that I had mentioned, but I forgot to mention the rest. So I always tell people when you put things out, as silly as it may sound, you need to be really specific. And this is what they're showing me. They're showing me the Praying Mantis standing in front of me, the female, and it's about wishes, dreams, wants, needs, whatever it is. But they're telling you they'll be happy to assist you into achieving that, but you need to be aware of how specifically you put it. Even if it's like you're thinking about it in your heart, okay, they don't care about that. Okay, if you're thinking about heart, you still need to be specific. If you don't verbalize it out loud, you still need to be specific. And this is what I'm being told today. And they're like willing to assist you. And that's really the cool thing that I look at when I have a lot of people that I do reads for. It's like all these positives. They love who you are. Your spirit family is there to support you and pick you up when you need to be and give you the shove when you need to. Or like me, they give me a kick in the seat of the pants when I need to, right? And I can't explain it. They just do, okay? So you need to kind of be a little more specific and then don't just change things up in your own mind when you think enough time's gone by that it's not going to happen or not going to come in or whatever it is that you're wanting to have happen or manifest. Because sometimes it takes time. And if we keep changing our mind, Spirit's like, now, can you imagine this? And I always chuckle at this, okay? But it's like, I want to get a good job and good paycheck and be able to do this and blah, 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 blah. So you wait 2 days. Oh, well, I didn't get it. So maybe I should just I just need a new car. Okay, well, then it's like things going to get switched up. It's kind of like calling in an order, right? at a restaurant saying, hey, you know, I think I want just cheese on my pizza. Oh, wait, no, I changed my mind. I want a Hawaiian pizza. Oh, no, sorry. Did you start making that yet? So this is what it is. The people that are on the other side, our spirit families, they're trying to assist us, but we have to be consistent. Okay, so that is your card tonight, Demon. Thank you for being here again today. I appreciate it as always and send you a lot of love. And thank you guys again for all the people that are putting, like Dan, like I just kicked on here, super stickers. Bex and Sean will make sure that that is taken care of. Okay, so oh, well, that's good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, it's because you got a support team, you know, we're always here. Everybody in your family, it's all by choice. It doesn't necessarily mean it's by blood, right? Okay, so let me go down a little bit more. Simon, I saw you here. I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello. Okie dokie, Shirley. Okay, I'm going down. I got to do this slow, guys, because this thing is bouncing all over the place. Oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. I've got brain fog every day, Miss Cheryl. Sure, Kay, I can get you a card. I'm going to try to put this up to the top. Oh, okay, there you go. Let me give you a card, Kay. I was going to tell you guys something else, too. I forgot what it was. Oh, I'll remember it at a later time, I'm sure. Okay, let's see what I can get for Kay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I like this card too. This is Messenger. This is a good card for you. And the Raven. Okay, ravens are the messengers of what I call the in-between. Okay, they are kind of a connector or a network that is in between us and the spirit world. And I'm actually hearing that okay, that you're kind of like looking to possibly get into a little bit of deeper meditation work, or kind of like channeling work. Okay, channeling, and I think they call it trance work over by you, where you go into pretty much a deep state. Different people, that's why I hate labels, but it's about like being a stronger conduit for the other side. Part of what they're showing me and telling me, and again, the in-between, this is very strong about the messengers, right? About what we do, about what we hear, about what we can sense, okay, from the spirit world, and be able to transmit or to be able to tell it in a way that people understand, or in the right way, or the correct way, so that it doesn't come through but anything but with love and understanding. And it's almost like you've got a block, like you're not sure if you want to go into this far. And it's almost like I see they're showing me you putting your toe, just one of your toes, getting it wet, like just putting it over there and saying, yeah, maybe, no, pull it back out. And they're saying part of what it is you should not be scared to do this. The more and more you work with it, the stronger it will become. But if you do it with good intent and you put protection up for yourself, however you want to manifest that protection, you'll be fine. I'm also being told that okay, when you kind of do more of this, and I literally see you sitting kind of like almost like with a table, like what do they call it over there? Table tilting or something like that. I can't remember what they call it, but when the table moves or the glass moves on the table, kind of like a Ouija board. And, you know, I'll tell you flat out, I'm not worried about the Ouija boards. I worry more about the people using them, that they don't know what they're doing. So they kind of let things through without protection and stuff. It's like having a bad dog. There's no such thing as a bad dog. There's about a dog not being trained or being taught properly how to do things. So this is what I'm seeing with you. A lot of this is coming like from, I'm not really sure, and then I kind of get overwhelmed. So it's almost like you need to have like a wingman or a wingwoman, right? That's pretty funny they say it that way, but it's like you need to have somebody that understands what you're going to be trying to do. And it's almost like automatic writing too, which I haven't done in a long time, but that's really interesting to do. So there's different avenues that you can take to get what it is you want to do, but to get over that fear of it. If you don't open yourself to having them, and it is a lot, I will tell you, it's a lot. Bex had it. Bex did it when she had that little girl jump on her when they were at that place and with the baby doll, and it's tiring. It's exhausting, and you know, I've done it. I haven't done it in a long time, but they're telling me to tell you it has to be a choice, and you have to trust yourself and somebody that's there with you. Usually when I did it, I would do it and have somebody literally after a period of time, before I started going into that meditative state, it's really deep. I said, you make sure you tap me when it's time to come out and call me by my name to come back. Because basically what I used to do was I used to skip town and let whoever it was, usually a guide or and I only invited in as being protected and good things, positive things. But they would come in, it could be somebody's guide, right? Or it could be someone's relative. And I'd be off playing with Mother Mary or being up in the clouds with the angels or the ancestors. And I didn't care. I was having a blast. And it was like 10 seconds for me there. And it could have been like 45 minutes on here, right? In Earth. So what I'm being told really loud with this is you've got a lot of messages and you have a lot of ability. And you just need to have to trust yourself. And in order to do that, you might have to pull in somebody with you to help you go through this process. And there's a lot of us here. I mean, you can ask a lot of us here to do that, okay? And expand it because the gift is getting stronger and it's going to only be used for good if that's what you want to use it for. It's not a scary thing. It's an intimidating thing, but it's not a scary thing. As long as you do it in the right way, okay? So, okay, that is your card tonight, and it is the Raven. I love the Raven. All right, so I'm going to go down Listy again here. Hang on, as Sean says, the Listy, please. Oh, Listy. Hi, Leanne Bryant, how are you? Oh, Tasbear. Oh, this thing's like going on like crazy today. Okay, all right. Well, let's see. Okay, all right. Oh. Good. Yeah, that's good. They'll follow you, Kay. They'll follow you. And the way they work with me is they kind of come in when I need them and go out when I don't. But if somebody on the spirit side is trying to get hold of me and I don't want to listen because I'm being bullheaded or just don't want to do it, or, you know, I'm just putting it off, procrastinating, they literally show up at my house like screaming in my windows. So yeah, there's a great, when you have this ability, I'd be interested to see if Bex has the same thing happening. And because it's crazy. They just show up and you're like, yeah. But they don't leave until you understand what's being going on. So, all right. Well, time has flown. I can't believe I've been on here an hour and a half, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending the kids your super stickers. And until next week, and I'll bring you some more things about Native Heritage Month over when I do come back and next Tuesday. And I love you all, and thank you for sharing the space. And I hope these messages came through to the ones that I read, and for everybody else to maybe learn a little something about themselves, okay, in a positive light. All right. So until next Tuesday, guys, take care. Love you all. Stay safe out there. Bye. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk, and let's see you all very soon.